Okay. Okay, I want to welcome you to your one-on-one meeting with Miss Millie. And what we're going to do is let you kind of tell a little bit about what you think about the first time we were here, and then we're going to talk about your work. It looks like you've been working too.
Yes, I have. It was a very inspirational meeting last week. It was nice to meet all of the other people that are going to be involved, to hear your stories about how you evolved as a writer. That was exciting to me because it mimics a path that I'm taking. There were times where I had this book inside, I wanted to get it out, and then the book kept evolving. And it's still, the other day, I mean, I'm walking, the Holy Spirit's giving me a different thing, so I had to make some changes based on that. But it's been really interesting to hear the different kinds of people, the different kinds of books that are coming out. One of the things that when someone was talking about their life experiences and they wanted to share that with the world, and I said, well, God, maybe that's what you want me to do. You want me to write an autobiography? And then God said, no, that's not the story I gave you.
Right.
And hearing the different things that people are going to do and the way that God put us all together, I really think that is it's going to be an awesome workshop. It really is, because everybody's working on something different. They have different experiences that they're going to be bringing to the table. Some of them, with me with the little notebook, and some of them with the big journals. I like to write, I like to type when I write, because it captures my thoughts immediately. I can go back in and change it as I need to. So that's how I'm developing that style.
I'm so excited because you are the first that I've talked to, author or new writer that writes like me. Because I really can't just sit down and just scribble. I can scribble like if I have a dream or something, I get up and I grab a paper, I can scribble. But my biggest force of my soul comes when I get on that typewriter and I just start beating away. And just let it flow a while, and then I read it and then I set it.
Right.
Awesome.
So it's been awesome. And I went online and did some research, and I found out that reading some things can twist up your picture. Because I went to one website and they said, don't do all of this. And it was everything that I was doing. And then I went to another website and they said, oh no, change, do this. And so I was so confused, and I had to step back and say, well, wait a minute. How about I just write the story as it comes to me? Just write the story, and whatever needs to be changed, that's what the edits and all of that, I believe, is for.
Absolutely. I think you're right. Not to, because everybody's different. I think you need to pour it out on the page, get it down. Once you get it down, not just the editor, then you have to reread it. It's always a rewrite. Then once you reread it, you can really capture it and say, okay, you know what? Because a lot of times it's going to come out of your head flipped. It'll come out, it'll come out like, oh, I should have said this first before that. Then you just block that, pick that up, and plop it up front.
Right.
And you can arrange it because you'll know your story.
Right.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you took the right path.
Okay. Because I mean, at one point I was a little scared, because I was like, oh my gosh, I had to do all this research. And I said, but how do I research in the beginning when I don't really know what the story is? I mean, to me, that's not logical for me. It's one thing to get background information. Like if I'm writing a historical piece, and I need to be able to get that information to pull in details. But to try and read, because one site told me to block out this outline of everything that I had to have, and I thought, I'm not that kind of thinker. I'm
You're a beginner, and this is the way you do it. You write your story out, and then you go back. We're gonna stop there, and I'm gonna stop the tape so that we can then go into your story, because I don't want to have that on tape. Just a minute.